Good afternoon. It is another episode of Maker Monday, and today I'm going to be making a book hedgehog. Look at this little guy. So you can use an old book, or you could use discarded magazines. I'm going to be showing you how to do this with a nice giant old magazine today. Making a book hedgehog is not hard, but it is time consuming. So a great activity to do while you are making your book hedgehog is to listen to audiobooks. The library has lots of selections of audiobooks. We've got books on CD. We have playaways. Playaways are the whole book on a little device. All you need is headphones and batteries. We have digital resources that give you audiobooks, ebooks, read-alouds, lots of great options to listen to books. And this is a really great activity to do while you are listening to stories. So what you're going to need is an old magazine or an old book, one that you don't care about anymore, because we're going to be turning it into something that will make it not readable anymore. And you will need some scissors and some glue and your fingers and a lot of time. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn my camera so you can see how I'm going to fold the pages of my magazine. Most of them are already done. I'm going to show you just the last few, and then we're going to turn the pages of the folded magazine into our hedgehog. So here I'm going to turn my camera so you can see my work surface. There we go. And as you can see, I have folded up most of the pages of this very thick magazine. It was one of those fall issues that had tons and tons of pages. I have reserved a few pages as I went through. I've picked out some very colorful pages of the magazine and cut them up into some interesting shapes. I've got hearts. I've got kind of like, I took greenery pages and I made them sort of into little hedges and flowers and things. And I've cut them up into these interesting shapes because at the very end we're going to use them for decoration inside the folded pages. The other things you're going to need to finish off your hedgehog is a little pom-pom for the nose and some googly eyes and any kind of other accessories that you'd like to put onto your hedgehog. So to fold the pages, you're going to start with a regular magazine. So I'm going to go over here and show you how you're going to start with your regular magazine. This one's a skinny one. You want to get a nice fat one, but this was great for informational purposes and this little bit of junk mail. So you're going to start by folding the pages, and you'll start with the first and the last. We're going to fold the first one in, just the corner from the top to the middle. There we go. And then we're going to fold this open flap to the middle seam. And we've got sort of a tent shape here. And then right here we're going to fold in that corner, just the very corner right there at the tip. That's our first page done. I'm going to demonstrate that with the other cover page of this magazine. Taking this corner and making sure I'm meeting my two corners. This is going to be my nose. So I'm mirroring what I have done on the first page over here on the last page. I'm going to fold that top corner down right to the middle seam of the magazine or book. Give it a nice press with my fingers, and then take this top flap and fold that one in towards the center seam. And then looking at that top corner here, just turn that top corner in and make a little triangle at the top. That's it. Then we're going to fold and fold and fold with each page, opening up, turning the top corner in to the middle seam, turning that top flap down towards the middle seam, and turning over that corner. And we're going to do that again and again and again until we get almost to the end. So here you can see I've done almost all my pages. These are nice thick pages of this magazine, and they're going to make a nice, very full hedgehog. When I used the book, it didn't have as many pages, so I just kind of filled it out with folded pages here at the end, and he's kind of more of a spikier hedgehog. And I didn't like the end papers that I had with this book, so I put some little fake grass paper on there, just glued it on to make it look like he was in the grass. So here we are at the end of the magazine. We're going to fold those last few pages. And it does get a little bit more difficult, not really difficult, just cumbersome towards the end to fold those pages because you've got this big magazine here on the side, rather Hedgehog here on the side to hold down. And I'm going to just fold those last few pages over, turn those corners, fold it up. The nice thing about this, while you're listening to your audiobook, the pages do not have to be folded perfectly. You don't have to get really, really tight folds in there when you're using a magazine. With a book, you might want to give a slightly stronger press on each page once you've folded the pages in. But once they're all folded up together, they sort of hold each other in place. And no glue is necessary until you're ready to decorate. We're really just folding each one into place. Turn that last corner. And here we go, last page. Fold it up, give it a nice press, fold it in, nice press there, and that last corner, there we go. My hedgehog is done. Believe it or not, folding all these pages took me about 2 weeks for an hour a day. So it was a great project to do while I was doing something else that required just my ears. I can use my hands on this and use my ears to listen. So now it's time to decorate. As I mentioned, I reserved a bunch of pages that I thought were really colorful for my decoration at the end. And I don't really even need glue. You can glue these in if you want to, but I'm just gonna place them around in my hedgehog here in places where I think they look kind of interesting. Let's see, get those little hearts in there. I'll fold them in. Maybe the hearts I want to glue in because they're a little smaller and they might slip, but that's okay. For now, we're just going to place them in there, here and there. Get some nice flowery ones down there. I loved this little jeweled leaf, so my jeweled leaf's going to go right here on the side. And I like these spiky pages. I'm going to put the spiky ones sort of towards the end there, make it kind of look like my hedgehog has a little spiky tail. All right, so I've got some interesting pages in there now. And now I've got to give him a nose, her, they, a nose, and some eyes, rather. Little glue. I'm using craft glue, but school glue is fine too. Little glue on the pom-pom, right at that tip there. Press it on to the nose of my hedgehog. These are sticky googly eyes, but because the magazine pages are kind of free-flowing, I'm going to use a little glue on them to secure them in place. So a little glue here, and I'll stick the eyes on there. One we've got there, and one we've got here. Alrighty, and I happen to have this really cute old brooch that I'm not going to wear, but I thought my hedgehog might like to wear, so this is going to be the accessory that I'm going to put on my hedgehog today. And just stick it right in. Ta-da! There's her flowers. There's my hedgehog. I can stick that in better if I want to with some tape. I'll do that later. I'll secure it in place so her brooch stays. There is my beautiful book hedgehog. I hope you enjoy making one. And I hope you enjoy listening to great audiobooks, either in digital or hard copy form. There are some wonderful hedgehog books out there. There's a few behind me. The library has lots of great books to share with you. We aren't currently open to the public, but we do have grab bags. Give us a call, make an appointment, and come pick up a grab bag today and get reading and get making.